Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the LyteByte Studios IT Desk, the podcast all about tech. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing good as well.
So let's just preface this for everyone watching. This is take number 3, because keep having technical difficulties about halfway through.
Yep. So, we normally record this podcast at like midnight. It's about 10, well, we started this at 10:30. It's 10:50 right now. So, yeah, usually we're kind of dead by the time we record this, so, hopefully we'll be a little more energetic today.
Yeah, we usually have Andrew recording it, but right now we have Nick here recording it, and that's just causing problems. But we're gonna get through this. We're gonna persevere.
Yeah, like I've done recording and streaming on my system before and never had this issue. So I have no idea what is going on.
But
But
we'll get this.
this will be the one. You know what they say, third time's the charm.
Indeed. So,
Yes.
sorry, my document was still scrolled down. I had to scroll it up. Okay,
Okay.
so in case you guys haven't known, we have a new gaming channel. It's called the LyteByte Basement. You should go check it out. It's got gameplay and stuff there. Mostly Aaron and Andrew stuff right now. But me and Andrew have a thing there, and we'll have some group stuff coming out at later times. We have a whole schedule of stuff that hopefully will get all released on time and will be great.
Yep. I did see you guys just uploaded your We Are Here video.
Yes. And you and Aaron plan on playing it too? Is it kind of seeing what group is able to do it better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting. We'll get that up soon.
Yep.
Also, we have on our main channel have the crap, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. We have the Hardcore Minecraft Survival Duo, episode 2.5 and 3, because there was an issue with 2.
Yeah,
2.
technical difficulties is just kind of the theme of this week.
Yeah, it's just keeps happening. I think we had an issue with like videos not publishing on VidMe with the scheduled thing as well.
Oh, really?
I think so because like something happened on the gaming channel. They got released at kind of odd times or something. I don't know. Something like that might have happened. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's been a crazy week.
Mhm.
And also, Aaron has released his new League of Legends practice tool. Does kind of an overview of that, so which is pretty cool. So if you play League of
Yeah.
Legends, you should definitely check that out. Help you
Yeah.
improve your skills a little bit.
Yeah. Then you can go, like, you learn how to use this, then you can go into your own game and use the practice tool, and it's nice.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Are you ready to get into some news?
third time's the charm.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, Verizon, phone company, they do all kinds of phone stuff, but they have returned their unlimited data plan. So, if you want data that's semi-unlimited, you can go to them. Now, they do have a 22 gigabyte cap, where if you use that much in a billing cycle, they will slow you down. Potentially. It says they may slow you down. Doesn't say they will. They may.
Big
So,
maybe here.
it all depends on how Verizon's feeling that day when you start using your 22.01 gigabyte of data.
All right. I actually have a story about unlimited data.
You do?
Yes. So my uncle, he was grandfathered into the old unlimited data plan, the one that was several years back before Verizon got the iPhone, because that was
Mhm.
actually the reason why they stopped them or they stopped allowing the unlimited data plan, because the same thing happened to AT&T. They were kind of like, okay, we have a lot of phones out here now. We can't support this much data. So anyway, he lives in pretty far out of a town, and so he can't get fiber optic internet or uh, broadband, anything high speed. So he's either stuck with satellite, which is expensive, or he's stuck with uh, dial-up, which is slow. So his only real option is to go for this. So what he did was he got a one of those little Verizon MiFi jetpack boxes and just uses that for the whole house. And they ended up sending him letters at one point saying like, "Hey, dude, you've had this old plan for a while. It's really old. You'll save a lot of money if you switch to another plan that isn't this one." The whole deal Verizon does, trying to get people to switch. And he just kind of went into the Verizon office and was like, "Hey, here's my bill. I use over 200 gigs a month because I use this on my whole house. So no, not happening." So
And they're like, okay.
if you insist, because it's always the whole like, well, hey, you'll save a lot of money if you switch to a plan that isn't yours. And yeah, that whole
Are you
deal.
sure about that? I don't think so.
All right, so
Yeah.
want to talk about some Tesla stuff?
Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, I mean, not for now, but starting later, we should have just like a whole section that's just like, and now for the Tesla part, and have like maybe like a nice like animation or something. That'll be cool. We're
That
gonna
would be
work on
cool.
that.
Yeah, we'll get
But
Austin, the art guy, on it.
yeah. So first off, Dubai, they have a taxi corporation, the Dubai Taxi Corporation, that has bought 200 Tesla Model S's and X's, and so that's kind of good. But
Yeah,
then by 2030, they want at least 25% of all the fares being collected by taxis to be self-driving taxis, presumably by Tesla. So
it's pretty
that's
cool.
cool. Yeah, they've also started selling just like Teslas and electric cars over in Dubai. So that's cool.
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Always cool to see like self-driving cars and more electric cars in general on the road.
hmm Yep. Now, would you like to talk about the next story?
I would love to. So Elon Musk, he recently paid for a Tesla Heroes car. So over in Germany, there was a Tesla driver driving down the road, in his Model S, when he noticed a Volkswagen that was driving behind him had an unconscious driver. So he used used his car to stop the other car before anyone got hurt. Now Elon Musk heard about this, and he ended up praising the man and offered to pay for his damages to his car. And it cost about 10,000 euros of these damages. But yeah, very nice to see nice good Samaritan out there.
Yeah, especially one who's doing all kinds of cool stuff with electric cars and hyperpod tunnels and just tunnels in general. It's
Yeah,
always nice. Now, I was watching YouTube earlier. Do you watch YouTube?
I do indeed watch YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, and you don't have ad block or anything because
I
that's a horrible thing to have.
I used to actually, but then a couple of YouTubers that I was watching, actually I was watching them on Twitch. They were live streaming, and he was like, "Hey, yeah, if you guys got an ad blocker, you should disable them and then help me out with some ads." Oh, sure, why not? And then I
Yeah,
just kind of uninstalled Adblock.
yeah, yeah. Plus, then didn't ad block like also just do something where like they'll allow certain ads to get through if they're like allowed?
Yeah, there's like some variants of Adblock that do that, like what they call non-intrusive ads. And then there was also another thing actually. Sorry to like distract from the story, but there was a browser I believe called Brave. It's like a fork of Firefox, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it was made by some like previous Firefox employees, maybe something along those lines. But it basically was like an ad-free browser, they called it. So basically, like, it had AdBlock installed, but they took that unintrusive ad thing, and basically companies could partner with them and then show their ads in the browser instead of normal ads.
Okay.
So interesting. I mean, you're not. So basically, you're not like supporting any of the websites. Then you're only kind of supporting those companies that are advertising with Brave. So kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's really strange. But yeah, the only people I have told people to use AdBlock. I put it on my grandmother's computer and my grandfather's computer, and I put it on my grandfather's computer just because he's always calling me about weird issues. Okay,
Yeah.
um, probably just a stupid advertisement or something saying your computer's infected. And then I gave it to my grandmother because she uses well, her internet provider, they use Yahoo for mail, and the Yahoo mail client is just covered in ads nowadays.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, I'll just use this. Make your email a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. YouTube ads.
Yeah. So YouTube ads. And so you've seen 30-second ads that you cannot skip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, according to a Google spokesman, they are getting rid of those.
Oh, exciting.
They want to focus instead on ads that are, quote, more engaging for users and advertisers. They don't really specify what that means, but
Yeah,
at least
it's
30-second
interesting.
ads are gone. Yeah. Now, I have a few gripes with ads that I would like to talk about.
All right.
Number one, it was a recent change, like within the last month, maybe two, that like, do you know the skip ad that they sometimes have?
Hmm.
Like now they have the thing where it just says, video will play after this ad. And that wasn't there before. And so like they put it in the same place as the skip ad thing, and it's like, well, you're just taunting me. Because I
Yeah.
know that a skip ad should be there, but it's not.
Yeah. And then I actually had one where it counted down from 5, and then once it got to 0, it changed. It didn't change into the skip ad button. It just said your video will play after this ad. Apple refuses to sell the new LG 5K display due to a bit of a display malfunction. Now, this comes after LG recently stated that there was an issue with the LG 5K display, which I heard about this the end of last week actually, after we had recorded our podcast. But basically, what happens is that if your LG monitor is too close to a router, about 2 feet, it starts to malfunction because there's no proper electromagnetic shielding around some core components inside the display. So LG recommends that you keep it at least 2 feet away from a router, and those that are manufactured after February 2017 should be fine. And the issues that it brings is that the display will flicker a lot, be some weird images kind of appearing because of like kind of like an old TV, like you're watching TV during a storm on like satellite, the image kind of gets messed up. There's a storm going
Yeah.
on outside, that sort of thing. And so uh, what happens then is there's also, in worst case scenarios, the display can freeze. Even worse scenarios, it can freeze the Mac that it's connected to, requiring a hard reboot. So Apple pulled this from their retail stores, all the Apple stores you see in malls and stuff, but they are still selling it online. And online, however, you can see there's a lot of negative reviews on it. Many of them are mentioning the router issue, but many other people are also mentioning that they're having issues such as kernel panics, flickering screens, frozen Macs, and other things. Other Mac errors that are kind of the equivalent of like the Windows blue screen of death. And in fact, many people are saying that they're having these issues even when there is no source of electromagnetic radiation. So like their router is on the complete other side of the house. They're still having issues.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, and it's a shame too because the 5K monitor from LG is really good too, because Apple, they no longer manufacture their 5K displays anymore. So this is kind of like the replacement for people who want a nice, good display for their Mac.
Yeah, this is actually new news to me. I didn't know that they had like 5K stuff. And you said earlier that they even have 8K.
Yeah, there was some stuff shown off at CES this year that was 8K. So who knows? I mean, 4K is kind of slowly catching on, but 8K is already kind of in development too.
Yeah. Well, our next story is AIs. Don't we all love AI?
Yes.
So Google, one of their subsidiaries, DeepMind AI, pitted two AIs against each other in video games. These like not, and this isn't like Call of Duty or anything. This is games where they can test their interactions in social situations. The first one was a game called Gathering, and like these are both NES type games, where not even NES, like Atari, gathering where you're picking up apples in the center and you have a laser and you can shoot the other person so that they can't pick up apples. And the second game was called Wolf Pack, where both of the AI were hunting a third thing. Where if they were both like they could shoot each other to prevent each other from getting it, but if they were both near it when one of them got it, they both got points. And they found that the AI were more likely to cooperate in the second game, while because they were rewarded for doing it, and they were more competitive in the first game, where you know you weren't rewarded for it. So that is something that when AI is used in the future, they'll have to work with to make sure that AI can cooperate even when it's not necessarily beneficial.
Hmm.
But yeah, just a little interesting story.
Yeah, one step away from AI taking over the world.
Yep, getting closer and closer.
But yeah, definitely AI is very interesting to think about.
Yeah,
So, all right. So should I head on to the next story?
indeed.
All right. So in other Google news, Google Fiber is planned to be resurrected. So if you don't know about Google Fiber, basically it was one of Google's small subsidiary companies, and they are they were getting into the fiber optic internet uh, market. So I remember it was years ago when we had a company come into our town with fiber optics, and I was pretty excited actually. When I mean, half of this county probably doesn't even know what the internet is, but anyway, yeah, it was pretty exciting because I mean, a majority of the country still doesn't have fiber optic internet. So
Hmm.
this was also kind of Google's thing too. They were wanting to, get to areas and have affordable fiber optic internet things. So they would offer things such as like you get TV, home phone, and internet, and it would all be over gigabit speeds. And so when you subscribe, you'd also get things like uh, a terabyte of Google Drive storage, like a lot of storage for like DVR on your TV and stuff too. All kinds of different things. Well, anyway, Google really didn't expand it out very much, so hasn't really gone very far. So what happened recently was they reassigned hundreds of employees to different parts of the company, because after Google kind of expanded these three locations, they kind of stopped working with Google Fiber a little bit, like the expansion areas. But they also announced back in October that they would phase into new internet markets. They also brought on Greg McCrae as the new CEO. And so this is potentially because fiber optics became very expensive for the company. It was cost them a bit too much to get into like expand it in new areas.
Hmm.
For instance, it cost Mountain View over 1 billion to bring fiber to a new market, and so they're considering this to be Google's most expensive venture yet. And what they're planning on doing, that's kind of a rumor going around, is that they'll be getting into the wireless internet area because they recently purchased a company called WebPass, which beams high-speed internet through a series of small antennas to subscribers. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Um, they also said that existing fiber subscribers will be just fine. Nothing will change for them in the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So yeah, it should definitely be interesting to see where they go from here. Because I mean, Google Fiber itself was a really big thing when Google started doing that, but like I said, it's very expensive for them, and they can't really keep up a lot of it. It'll be
Yeah.
interesting. All right, up next is some news from Intel, because just like how we had Kaby Lake released back in January, Coffee Lake has already been announced, which is Intel's 8th generation of stuff. And this was confirmed at their investors meeting recently. And so it's going to be the same process, the 14 nanometer process, as Kaby Lake, Skylake, Broadwell, which is all the way back from 2015. And this is because Intel abandoned their what they call the tick-tock strategy, where each tick they shrink the die size. So they went from like I think 16 nanometer to 14 nanometer. Then every talk they have a brand new microarchitecture. So they abandoned that when they released Skylake, and then they went on to their three-phase process, where they have one generation where they change the process that they manufacture it, the CPUs. Then the next generation, they have a new architecture. And then the next generation is focused on optimization. Well, they
Mm.
abandon all that again because now we have Coffee Lake. And Coffee Lake plans to be a 15% performance increase over Kaby Lake, which is a 15% increase from Skylake.
Okay.
So, marginally better, but probably not going to be worth it, even if you still have Skylake. So, because a lot of people said Kaby Lake really wasn't worth it to upgrade if you had Skylake. So, not the best. But what is interesting too is they're probably going to have 6-core i7s. Currently, we have like 5-core i7s in the like
Okay.
consumer i7 line. But this will probably be competing head to head with Ryzen, which is AMD's CPU line. And
Yeah.
the rumored Cannon Lake CPUs, which will be going to be using the 10 nanometer process, so they're a lot smaller, they still have not had a release date, and they've been rumored for a few months right now.
Okay.
So who knows what Intel's up to, but it'll be interesting to see once they release some more public information on it.
Yeah.
Now, are you interested in some McDonald's related news, Joe?
Yeah. I mean, I hope they're not reinventing the wheel or anything. That'd be silly.
No, no, no. They're not going to reinvent the wheel. They're going to reinvent the drinking straw.
The what?
Yeah. So, to quote the article by Engadget here, it's like a snorkel for your Shamrock Shake.
Oh.
Just let that statement sink in there.
A snorkel.
Yes,
They do
indeed.
realize that a snorkel is made to keep water out of you, right?
Yeah, I hope they did.
Well, let's go. Tell me about this new snorkel straw.
Alright, so some robotic and aerospace engineers did this as part of a marketing push for the new chocolate mint shake, which is basically they take the like the regular old McDonald's chocolate milkshake, put that on the bottom, and then they put the Shamrock Shake on top. And so it's like a 50-50 layered thing. So you
Mhm.
get like a nice chocolate mint flavor. Well, the straw, which is actually an acronym for the suction tube for reversal axis withdrawal. I can't make this up, Joe. I
You
wish.
can't.
I am sad I lack the talent to make this up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this straw will alleviate you having to wait for your milkshake to melt to mix the flavors together. So
Oh.
how it works, I'll have a picture here up on screen. If you want to click on the article, you can look at it. But
Yeah.
it's a J-shaped straw that has side openings to allow milkshake suckage at all the different angles. So you never get like too much of the mint milkshake or too much of the chocolate milkshake. And McDonald's states that this will be at select locations and included when you buy a Shamrock Shake. McDonald's also states you should check their website to find the specific locations.
Well, I'm going to their website right now.
All
'Cause
right.
the idea of that does sound kind of cool. I just want to, not necessarily for the shake itself, but I mean that would be nice.
Yeah,
But I want to see that straw.
me too. Like, I kind of want to. I kind of want one. Let's see.
Reinventing the straw.
Yeah, oddly, I'm not seeing much on their website.
Yeah. I mean, maybe like you go to menu, uh, drinks. I assume it would be under drinks.
Probably.
Yeah.
What a podcast! We're just here exploring the McDonald's website.
Um.
Here it is.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. Where?
All right. Okay, you got to go to like news or something, like one of those tabs at the top, and it's there.
Oh, introducing the straw.
Yeah. Jeez. I can't believe this, honestly. It's just so weird.
Shamrock Hot Chocolate, I'm getting that.
Oh my god, that's a thing?
Our delicious hot chocolate now with cool mint flavor, made with steamed whole or non-fat milk, mint and mocha flavored syrup, and topped with whipped topping and chocolate drizzle.
Oh my god.
Well, now that we've talked about McDonald's for a while, let's go talk about something else.
Alright. So, Facebook recently added a new feature. The job posting Facebook added the job position openings feature. So, for businesses that run pages on Facebook, they can add a little special page that is for job openings. So this is basically direct competition with LinkedIn. And oh, I'm sorry, what did you highlight there, Joe?
Nothing?
Okay. And anyway, this is a new feature for Facebook pages. It's limited to the United States and Canada.
But you
And
have written there, you have the States United written down, the
I,
SU.
I do indeed. I made a mistake. Uh,
See, yeah, with Andrew not here, I was the one who had to put in a comment so that we could comment on it.
yeah.
Just
Alright.
do it, just doing Andrew's job.
Yep, just doing his job. Well, to quote a Facebook executive, they stated, "It's as easy as posting a photo or a cat video."
Those
So,
are pretty popular and easy to do.
that's true. And it only takes a few steps to submit an application as well once you get, or once you find a job opening that you'd like to apply for.
Okay.
All
Put
right.
some LyteByte wanted, help wanted things up there on Facebook.
Yeah, we could. I mean, we actually don't even have a Facebook page, so hey, I want to do that
Okay.
sometime.
Well, yeah, I was about to say. We actually don't have one. We'll get on that, folks.
Yeah, soon, coming this lifetime. All
So,
right. So up next is some news from ZTE. And recently we talked about their eye tracking phone and how that was kind of a disaster. Which also speaking of that, I saw this just like 5 minutes before we did take one, which was like an hour ago. But they actually took down the Kickstarter for that phone, so it's official. That phone probably won't be happening now.
yeah.
So anyway,
Wow, that's a shame.
yeah, a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, yeah, it phone didn't really seem to be the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so ZTE's got another trick up their sleeve now. So they have unveiled a phone that supports 1 gigabit per second over LTE, which is pretty cool. Now, they're planning to show this off at the Mobile World Congress, MWC, which is a cool, like, phone and tablet convention where all the companies get together and show off all the new stuff. Kind of like CES, but or E3, but specifically for phones and tablets.
Okay.
Now, this will likely use the new Qualcomm 835 CPU, which is supposed to be really fast and exciting and stuff. And it's also going to use the new gigabit LTE modem, so super fast downloads over LTE and everything. This is, however, limited by tower technology, so, I mean, I don't think we have that here in America. That's disappointing. So, yeah, we'll have to see, how it works out, because not everywhere has has that fast a 4G connection. So, not sure where this will be used, but it'll definitely be fun.
Yeah. And
All right.
so, our last story, just kind of a nice, light, and kind of fun one to end the day, is France, their Air Force is getting an upgrade. They are taking a page from America, and they're going to use freedom to take down drones. That is right. They have eagles are going to be soaring across the sky and taking down any drones that aren't where they should be. Because people with their drones, they'll go just kind of fly around, mess around, and like they've been getting in the way of like monuments and stuff, and some have been seen over like nuclear power plant type areas or just places they shouldn't be. So
Mhm.
they're training eagles to take them down.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, I believe I read that similar things have been done in other countries, such as the Netherlands have been doing that, I think.
Hmm.
So You know, getting eagles into the military is always a good thing.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool. Can you imagine seeing that though? Like, just walking down the street and see like an eagle just take down a drone.
Yeah, and then, like, it just falls at your feet, and the eagle's kind of pecking at it. You're like, "Hey, it's not my drone. Please leave me alone."
Please go away.
Yeah, but I think with that, I think we've covered everything we wanted to talk about today.
Yeah,
Took us 3 tries, but we did it.
yeah,
We
we did it.
persevered.
Yeah, I was gonna mention earlier we didn't have any issues with this recording one.
That's
So,
good.
so yeah. Anyway, make sure you check out the LyteByte Studios VidMe and YouTube channel, as well as our gaming channel, LP Basement.
Mhm.
Join our Discord for discussion and chat with us and have some
Yeah.
fun.
Follow us on Twitter and check out our website and
Yeah,
like, comment, subscribe, upvote, follow, whatever
all
each
that good
website
stuff.
details. And we'll see you next week.
See y'all later.
Bye.